Why don't Americans celebrate the historic moon landing? I do, but only because my birthday is July 20th, which is the day they landed on the surface. There is a town in Pennsylvania called Apollo. Instead of a city festival for July 4, they have a festival for the moon landing. I used to live there when I was a kid. Moon's haunted. It gets mentioned around the big anniversaries. I remember the 30th and 50th being a bit of a bigger story on the news, but nothing beyond that. You know what? That's an excellent question. We totally should. If we made a new holiday whenever America did something awesome, we would never go to work and the world economy would collapse. I think Neil said it best, those first steps were for all mankind. We don't make new holidays much. Same reason we don't celebrate VE Day or other notable days like that. They are important days, sure, but just not important enough to make them a holiday. Because we have so many great days of mankind under our belt, it was just another Tuesday for us. Because while it was an American achievement, it was supposed to be one for all of Earth and all of mankind, so asking why we don't as Americans is kind of like, well, why doesn't Mexico celebrate it too? Besides, we have a million holidays as it is. Why doesn't VE or VJ get any love? Flag Day. You could make almost any day of the year a holiday over some sort of achievement or event. Eventually the banks and offices gotta open up. We are kind of a cool what's next people. We certainly used to. It kinda faded away over time. July 20 was designated Moon Day, and for all I know, perhaps it still is. It would probably just give too large of a platform for moon landing deniers to spout nonsense. We can't even get 100 of the people to admit it happened. Not gonna get people celebrating it. We came in peace for all mankind. Speaking as a 1960s kid who grew up obsessed with the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo programs, Americans largely forgot about the space program after Apollo 11, with the exception of Apollo 13 because of the accident and threat of death. We had achieved our goal of landing on the moon before the Russians, and we didn't have any real plans beyond that. Yes, there was the Skylab program, and then the space shuttle, but those had little effect on people's daily life. No one at all made an effort to commemorate the moon landing in the way you're thinking. Also, you could point to the very words on the commemorative plaque attached to the Apollo 11 lander's leg strut. We came in peace for all mankind. It was an American accomplishment to be sure, but it was not celebrated as an American accomplishment. We have enough flag-waving holidays as it is: MLK Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, Juneteenth, Flag Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day, and Thanksgiving. Our elected officials don't need any more distractions or days off. Less flag-waving, more problem-solving, please. You mean like a public holiday? For my part, I wouldn't welcome it because I don't really consider it an American achievement. I consider it a human achievement. Werner von Braun was of German ethnicity, born in modern-day Poland. Eugene Cernan was a Czech, plus the myriad contractors, scientists, and engineers who worked to build the Saturn V rocket and the Lunar Lander Command Module came from myriad different companies, including contributors from all kinds of different countries. Plus, part of the whole reason we started the lunar program was because of Soviet achievements in rocketry. We did put our flag on the moon, but we didn't come for America, we came for all mankind. Because we have too many half-wit RWNJS that don't think it happened, and we aren't allowed to silence them.